PJSK is nearing its 5th anniversary, which is an important date for any game, so I'm sure something big will be announced for it, and following the example of many similar games, I think there is a very big chance this big announcement will be a new unit. In this video I would like to discuss how I think this new band could be, based on evidence, patterns, and my own speculation. During PJSK's 3rd anniversary, during one of PJSK's news livestreams, one of the staff members was asked about the possibility of adding new bands. They answered that they still had a lot of stories they wanted to tell with the current units, but that was 2 years ago and all stories, even if they are far from ending, have advanced with a lot since then. To avoid the representation of characters its older sister has, I think PJSK will likely add one band at a time to slow down the influx of new characters. The question is, how will this band fit in the game and bring something new to the table? To begin with, I'm sure this band will have its own Miku and another main Vocaloid. I don't think it will be just Miku because it only was like that in Midcore Sekai because of story reasons and to represent Mafuyu's isolation, and introducing all virtual singers at the same time will be too much. I am confident that the one accompanying Miku will be Len. Even if he's already one of Big Bad Squad's main Vocaloids, he shared this role with Meiko, and you can tell me she isn't the most important of the two when she literally owns the place. As the owner of Craze Cafe, she has always been more present than Len. And talking about the people in that Sekai, I would like to move on to the members of said hypothetical unit. I believe it will be composed of 2 guys and 2 girls. PJSK has only 4 male original characters and will benefit from having more, but making an only boys unit could feel underwhelming for fans who mainly enjoy female characters, so a 2-2 rated again sounds realistic. I am even more sure they will add new male characters since they showed with the N-Stars collab and the 5 Flower TDMB that they are aware of the portion of the fanbase who would enjoy them. I believe this to be a good thing, because a band of 4 more girls could potentially blend too much with Leonid, Migo, and more Jam. The thing that scares me the most about new characters is the possibility that they could make other characters stand out less by being or looking too similar. A good way to avoid that would be choosing a boy for the lead, making him stand out from the mostly female leaders. I also suggest going for a more cool than cute vibe, specifically for the female characters, to differentiate them more from bands like Mormorjan and Wonderlands. Also, more tall girls like Shizuku and shorter guys like Tsukasa could be nice. All the units make a good job with looking cohesive and standing out from each other. They achieve this by using complementary colors, which gets really obvious when you put them in the color wheel. All bands, except Nigo, have their match with another band, so I'm sure the next unit's color will be some shade of yellow. Each band has a color, a feeling, and a place associated with them. The same 3 things you're asked to choose at the beginning to decide which unit you start with. The place may be too difficult to guess right now, but they have a few theories about the feeling. For now, I have said that Miku and Len are the most likely main Vocaloids, that the unit will be composed of 2 boys and 2 girls, and that to contrast with Nigo's color, theirs will be yellow. I thought it was a good idea to make a quick recap because I thought it was going quite fast. Leonid is nostalgia, a group of childhood friends who have fallen apart. Mormorjam is hope, for idols who want to spread hope for a better tomorrow. Big Bad Squad is passion, singers who give their all to achieve their shared dream. Wonderland Showtime is cheerfulness, an eccentric troupe whose objective is to make everyone smile. And Nightcrawler 25 o'clock is feeling troubled, a group of teenage girls each with their own different trauma trying to move forward. Most of the positive emotions linked with yellow, happiness, excitement, originality, will overlap with either Wonderlands or Mormorjam, so I would like to focus on its negative ones. Negative feelings connected to yellow are cowardice, caution, betrayal, egotism, and anxiety. Similar to orange, it also can be linked with confidence, this one being low, and self-doubt. After thinking for a while and coming up with different options like fear to compromise with music, trust issues, I arrived at one related to most of those meanings, and that sounded interesting. A story about overcoming the fear to show your true self. PJSK stories are about teenagers navigating their lives and music with the help of the Vocaloids. Making your own music and expressing how you feel can be a really vulnerable experience, and often it is necessary to take a hard look at yourself. This can be really scary, especially if you are young and insecure, but those are things you have to do if you want to live true to yourself and do what you want. Being able to do those things, in my opinion, are key parts of being an artist, so I consider it a great main theme for a unit story. It can also be linked to the positive emotions mentioned before, like excitement and originality after overcoming the negative ones. Lastly, I would like to talk about the kind of music they will play. I can only think of two big candidates. Firstly, hard rock. We already have a rock band in PJSK, but especially if you listen to songs meant to represent them like Story, Integral or Neatly, it's quite noticeable that the unit mostly does like rock music. That's why I think a more intense rock band will feel really different to them, especially if they have a male vocalist. As someone who loves some of their more intense songs like Voices, if this option came true I would be really happy. The other one is electro music. There is a big representation of this genre in Vocaloid community, and it will definitely bring variety to a game. I think both genres could fit the theme I mentioned before, so I'm glad it turned out more or less cohesive. Thanks to anyone who watched till the end, and I will be extremely grateful if anyone left a comment about their own theories and or their opinions about the video. Bye!